Welcome to episode 8 of Slayin That MF, the Gift of Life series. This is live on Facebook. This is the first time I'm doing this, and I wanted to start at 10. Actually, what time is it? 8. I wanted to start at 8 o'clock Central Time, but that didn't quite work out. So here we are, and the whole purpose is to kind of give an update on what's been going on. And it's good news. It's good news. First of all, let me tell you, I've been feeling great. All right. And for those who see this on recording and don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I live with a blood cancer called myelofibrosis. I was diagnosed several months back, uh, last year actually, and I had a bone marrow transplant in November. That failed, and earlier this year, I had what they call a stem cell boost. It's really another transplant minus the chemotherapy that you go through when you have the bone marrow transplant. And so I've been through an awful lot, uh, over the last, well, really over the last 7 or 8 months or so. I'm not going to recount everything right here, but what I will tell you is from November 27th, the day that I received the transplant, uh, it's been tough, and it's been a very slow progression. But I'm here. I'm here, and it doesn't have to be that way. So I'm really glad that things are as they are. I've been going back and forth to uh, my bone marrow transplant clinic. I live just outside of San Antonio by about an hour. I've been driving back and forth. I've been driven back and forth, I should say. My girlfriend has driven me to every single appointment without fail. And so the news hasn't always been good. It's been tough. Um, platelets getting low, blood count low, white blood cell count low, red blood cell count low. You know, and as far as the blood and the platelets, it's been constant. I would go and seemingly every week I would get the news, you need more platelets, you need more blood. But I'm happy to report that things are starting to finally stabilize a little bit. And let me see if I can show you some things first. First, let's talk about some of the medicine that I've been using, some of the medication. And I'm just going to go over two real briefly. Now, look at what's in parentheses at the top. That's the word I'm going to use. Alves or Alves. Okay. Um, from Maxim, I guess is the other word. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the word beginning with the letter E because I promise I will botch it up. Okay. But you can kind of see what this medication does. Uh, the biggest thing here is this platelets. It helps make more platelets. And so that's why I'm on it right now. It's helping me make more platelets. And the numbers are good. And I'll show you more evidence of that in a moment. Uh, by the way, this information I've gotten here, it's from webmd.com. So you could go ahead and check out WebMD, a wonderful source of information if you want to learn more. And this here is, I can pronounce this one pretty well outside the parentheses, Aranesp, okay? And so there are some side effects. I don't even worry about side effects. Thankfully, I've been able to avoid the side effects. it's an injection. It's a shot that I get in my stomach, uh, and it helps prevent blood clots and things of that nature. And I haven't had any problems like that at all. And obviously, that's a real good thing. So let's get to the numbers. Now, you're not able to see from here everything, but I want you to please pay attention to the column furthest to the left, because that's the one that I'm looking at here. All right. So from top to bottom, my white blood cell count uh, is 2.5, and if you go to the column just to the right of that, you can see it. You can tell that it went up just a tick, but that's good news anyway. Next, going down is the red blood cell count. Went down ever so slightly, but it's holding steady. That's what you want. Hemoglobin is next. Again, just ever so slightly lower, uh, by a tick, but again, it's holding steady. And so that's pretty much the way it's been all the way down. The most important numbers, that's what's been going on. So it's holding steady. That's the biggest thing that you want at this point. And but wait, there's more. I have even more good news. So one of the things I love to do is travel. And of course, I have pretty much been grounded ever since November 27th, the day of my transplant. And so, because the numbers are holding steady now, they're starting to stabilize. Uh, my doctor said today that he is all in favor of me traveling. Now, of course, I need to take some precautions. I'm going to miss my family reunion. They're getting on a cruise ship. It's going to be probably an all-day thing, and I'm going to miss that because I'm sure a lot of you know that these cruise ships, they seem to be a breeding ground for diseases and germs and everything. And while my immune system has improved, and while my doctor said that I could go, I'm going to take precautions and I'm going to miss that. But I still can travel. So by car, by plane, I still want to get to New Jersey by the end of the summer. I'll talk to my son about that. Hopefully, I can go by Amtrak and get one of those rooms. So this way, I'll have some privacy. That's going to be important. I'll get some privacy, stay away from folks, and I'll travel safely. Whatever I do, I'll make sure I'll travel safely, and that's the most important thing. And so I'm going to take a quick peek. I want to see who's on here because I know Adam is on here. I know Annette is on here. Oh, wow, my friend Elizabeth is on here. Yes, indeed. Hope you're doing well, Elizabeth. So that's three people on. And I'm sure some folks are going to see this on the recording, and that's fine. Uh, I was hoping a few more would get on here live, but that's all right. As long as you guys get to hear me, as long as I'm able to communicate with you all, I'm happy about that. Uh, I will be straight with you about some of the tough things that I've been dealing with. I don't wear my emotions on my sleeve usually. Uh, I did pretty well at first, immediately after the transplant took place. But I always made it a point to thank the medical professionals while I was in the hospital. Heaven forbid, but if you ever have to deal with this blood cancer or whether in fact, whatever illness you're dealing with, make sure that you have a real good medical staff that's going to listen to you. All right. I was blessed with a real good medical staff. They were great about listening to me. They still are. But that's important. But they listened to me and they really took good care of me. So I made it a point to always tell them thank you. And I told them, if you didn't hear from anyone else, you're going to hear from me. You guys are terrific. And so, that's important. But in doing so, sometimes I'll get a little emotional. And so now I've gotten it under control a little bit better, but sometimes, you know, I still have those moments, but not as often. Thank you, Trey. I see you on here. Um, you know, but what I've learned is, the emotions, I guess, are part of it. It's something new to me because I'm not used to this. I'm used to, kind of always being under control. One thing about me, those who've known me for a long time, they know if nothing else, Mac is always under control. And so this is something new to me. I don't like it. I kind of get upset with myself. My girlfriend and other people within my circle, they always tell me, no, you're okay. You have every right to, blah, blah, blah. But I want you to know I don't complain. In my view, I have no right to complain because things are as good as they are. And so I am just so grateful. My favorite word of 2025 is gratitude. And it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And when you go through something like this, the little things really do hit you differently. They hit you differently. And those things that seem to be so little, they're not so little anymore. The phone calls I receive, the text messages I receive, people are just saying, hey, how you doing? You all right? That means everything to me, So, and if you know somebody, if you know a loved one who's going not only through myelofibrosis, but something serious, check on them. They're going to appreciate it. I promise you, it will mean more to them than what you could ever imagine. And I can tell you, there are people on here, Annette, Trey, 2P, for instance, always looking out for me. Annette is with me all the time. Of course, Trey is a business partner of mine, but he's a friend as well. And sometimes the discussions have nothing to do with business. He just checks in, hey man, how you doing? You doing all right? Uh, I cannot tell you how much that means. Words alone can't really express it, although I'm trying right here. So I'll say publicly to Trey and to Annette, I thank you guys. Y'all have been great. Y'all have been with me ever since this whole thing started with me. So I want to thank you. Okay, so my half hour is just about up. Um, I'm wondering if anyone has questions for me. Yeah, yeah, I see you, Trey, founder and CEO. Yeah, I'm the founder and CEO of the American Basketball League, and now all of you know. But yeah, so that I think is it from here. Uh, Thank you all for tuning in this time. Till next time, this is Matt saying be blessed. Remember to do something nice for somebody, and I will talk to you all again real, real soon. Thank you again.